Hey, what's happening, everybody? I am Chris.
And I'm Christine, and as you can tell, we are not in the studio this week.
We are absent this week, and so in replacement, we are going to do for you is we're going to play back an old episode from one of our archive shows that you may have missed, and it's going to play for you right now.
So enjoy it.
It's hot honey baked. It's not for me, and it ain't the best. Hey, Alfred, get the Rolls Royce running so we can get our honey baked ham.
And now,
I'm the captain now.
coming to you from the K2 Studios in San Diego, California.
This sounds great. You sound amazing.
I always sound amazing.
It's the world famous
Everybody's hitting off like BFFs.
Chris and Christine Show.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? How y'all doing today? I am Chris.
And I'm Christine, and welcome to the 14th episode of the Chris and Christine Show. The
14th episode. Amazing. 14 of these we have done so far. That's crazy. Think about it.
I can't believe it. We're well into our 4th month. We've had a lot of fun. And I can't believe it's already been 9 weeks that we've been engaged.
We have?
Yeah.
I wasn't even thinking about that.
I was. You proposed right before episode number 5.
You remember this stuff.
Of course I remember.
I can't remember anything. I can't remember what I ate for breakfast.
That's why you keep me around.
That's right. She's like my virtual assistant and real assistant, but actually my virtual one that tells me what I just did and what I said. She'll say things that I said, and I'm like, I never said that.
Just before we started the podcast, I was like, Chris, you said this, 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 and this. And he was like, I don't remember that at all. Are you sure? I'm like, I'm 100% sure. And he's like, no. Yes. Oh, yep.
Yeah, well, I must have a memory of what's an animal that has the worst memory?
Fruit fly.
A fruit fly.
Yeah, because their whole lifespan's 3 days.
How lucky can that be? Let me tell you, my goodness.
Yeah, interesting facts. Well, we're really excited to be here with you for the 14th episode. And just a quick recap of last week, we covered a couple of fun topics, some that were outside of our norms. And Chris shared with us a little bit about how houses are different now than they were in the 1960s.
Absolutely.
And we talked about ranch-style homes, and we actually saw some today, right?
Yes, we did. We saw a bunch of ranch-style houses. They took a little drive around this neighborhood, and they're all ranch-style with the big ranches actually with horses, and they had big yards. And
so not only were they spread out, but they had a lot of property, and I loved looking at them.
Yeah, that's further in the country. When you get further away, that's where you get more land and bigger house usually. But I live more into the city where it's more compact, I guess. Land's kind of scarce.
Houses that are a little more close together.
Right, like a neighborhood or whatever.
Yeah, and so we talked about that, and then we chatted a little bit about the top 5 arguments in the house that you can avoid, and we solved them for you.
Well, because I'm always right, and arguments solved.
So actually, out of those top 5 arguments, all of the arguments you typically make, 4 out of the 5, you were correct. So I've got to give that to you. You were correct.
Say it again?
You were right.
What?
I know.
I thought that.
You did that again just because we're recording. You wanted to hear that, Chris. You're right.
What?
Yes.
No way.
Mm-hmm. And last week, we talked a little bit about some of the fun things we'd been doing about the house. I bragged a lot about the curtains I was making. I still love them, by the way.
Of course you do. I would love them, too, if I made them. But I do love them, and you made them, so it's okay.
Yeah. Well, this week we have another fun week scheduled for you, some great topics. But before we get to that, we wanted to share just a little bit about some of our new friends that have joined us this week.
Ooh, new friends?
Yeah, new friends.
Hey, friends.
So we're going to shout out to our friends in Canada and Spain who joined us yet again. Thank you so much. And Chris, we had a new country.
Oh, we did?
Yes. You'll
Okay.
never guess this one.
We're like going like literally around the world. Like if you put pins in all these different places and like spun the globe around, we're like going in a circle. So what are we at this time? We went from Canada to Spain. So we're going north to east.
And we've
now,
had Australia.
Oh, to put back. Well,
But
that went the
then-
other way, I guess.
Yeah.
But now we're going back around
To India.
India. Now
Can
it's
you
going
believe
around.
that? India.
Yeah. You know what's funny?
What?
Is that Christopher Columbus was from Spain and he was trying to get to India.
But he ended up here.
But we did it for him on the podcast. Like our podcast traveled, what Christopher Columbus was trying to do. We actually did it via podcast airwaves.
Yeah, definitely. So welcome to our new friends from India. And we're going to give a shout out to a couple of friends. We had a lot of friends from the United States join us. We want to shout out Hotlanta, aka
Atlanta.
Hotlanta.
I heard it's
Atlanta.
cold this time of year. I heard I heard Atlanta actually has like the same climate as here. Isn't it? Or is it more humid?
It's more humid,
But
for
during the
sure.
summer. But I'm talking about like right now this time of year, aren't they they don't get like snow or anything, do
I don't
they?
know if they do. I think we're going to need to look that up. But our friends in Atlanta, if you get snow, we want to hear. Because we
Right.
don't know if you do. We don't, but you might.
We do in the local mountains. We do here.
Yeah.
If you leave out of San Diego, like go east during the really cold snow, you'll see snow.
Yeah. Well, we wanted to give a shout out to a couple of other friends. One of them was Beardstown. We liked that one,
Ooh.
Beardstown.
Yeah, I wonder if they actually all have beards. Like the mayor, it's got this big old beard. Like the mayor, like the city council looks like ZZ Top.
Oh my gosh, Chris, no. Shout out to our friends in Beardstown. And let me think of a couple of others that joined us. I think I recalled seeing Yakima, Washington.
Okay, fantastic.
So thanks for Yakima, our friends from Yakima, for tuning in. Please definitely continue to listen, subscribe, follow, share, and leave comments, send emails. We love hearing from our listeners and just getting a little update on your life and what you love getting out of our podcast.
Thank everybody, all you guys, anybody that's listened, and everybody's still listening right now. Thank you guys so much, because we didn't think when we started this thing that really anybody was going to listen. So the fact that people are listening, it's kind of it feels kind of special,
Yeah, we feel like you're joining us on our journey, and it's just really fun to make new friends, and we love your stories. So
Oh,
definitely
fantastic.
keep them coming.
Hey, Christine, do you know what next week is?
Another week? I don't know.
Hello, it's Thanksgiving week.
Oh, that's this week.
No, it's next week.
Oh, tomorrow makes next week. 'cause
Okay, well,
it's
we're recording
Saturday.
this on Sunday, so I always think it's like it's a weekend. But next week, no, we're recording this on Saturday.
Saturday.
Whatever. It's late, you know what I'm saying?
It's
But-
almost Sunday.
Right. So next week is Thanksgiving. So it's a big Thanksgiving week for everybody. Everybody does Thanksgiving, and people are off from work. I got to work it, but what do you got to do? And I love Thanksgiving. It used to be one of my favorite holidays.
Did it really?
You know why?
Why?
Because my previous schedule I used to have, I was always off on Thursdays and Fridays.
Oh.
And Thanksgiving is always on a Thursday, no matter what year it is. It's always on the same day, and I always had it off. So I always really loved Thanksgiving.
Oh.
Yeah. Well,
Well, you still love it. You just don't get it off of work. But
right, but I do get the weekends off, so I guess that makes up for it in some way or another.
yeah, definitely. But we're going to be talking a little bit about Thanksgiving. But Chris wanted to give us a little teaser as to what's coming up for our first hot topic.
Oh, yeah, we got some hot topics coming your way,
Yes, we
like
do.
always. And by the way, we are going to get to an email from a listener that wrote in that has a little Thanksgiving dilemma, being that it is next week. And we are going to get right into that right after this.
The Chris and Christine Show is now on Instagram at the K2 Show San Diego. Check out our latest pictures, videos, show teasers, and life updates on Instagram at the K2 Show San Diego. And now it's time for Hot Topics. Do.
Awesome. Hot topics, here we come.
Yeah, I know. And I get to be the one this time that says, what you got today, baby?
What I got today is what we got today. We got an email from a listener from a girl named Jessica from Anaheim, California.
Ooh, Jessica. What's
How you
Jessica
doing, Jessica?
got going on?
Oh, by the way, thank you, Jessica, for listening and for writing in.
Yeah, we love getting emails. I can't wait.
Okay, so Jessica from Anaheim writes, she says, here we go. She says, hey there, Chris and Christine. I came across your podcast through a friend at work. They mentioned it, and I started listening to a few of your episodes.
Aw, hey there, friend at work.
Yes. I love your balance and realism of podcast episodes. I feel like you're just regular, normal people who started doing a podcast. Keep up the good work.
Aw.
I heard you say that you guys have been dating and are blending families, and I was wondering about what I should do in my current situation.
Ooh, intrigue.
My boyfriend and I have been dating for 7 months now.
Woohoo.
This will be our first holiday season together.
Aw.
Thanksgiving is right around the corner, and my family usually does a big get-together at my aunt and uncle's house, which is about an hour away. His family is fairly smaller, and they usually have a small Thanksgiving within the immediate family at his parents' place, which is closer to where we live. We have been discussing which Thanksgiving we should attend.
Ooh.
I would really love for him to meet my side of the family, but I don't want to upset his family because they are pretty close. This is our first Thanksgiving together, and I would love to just be wherever as long as we are together.
Aw.
Thanks, bunches, Jessica from Anaheim.
Aw, Jessica from Anaheim. That is a cute email, a sweet email. Thank you so much for, first of all, reaching out to us with your dilemma. We are going to say we are not experts, but we do.
Speak for yourself, baby.
We do have some experience in this area of negotiating holiday schedule stuff, right?
Right. We both come from like split families. Like, I've got kids and Christine has kids, and we both have, the parents of the kids we have to share holidays with. Is that, we're talking about that?
Yeah, plus our own family is like, you have your parents here close by. My parents live far away.
Oh, yeah.
I have a really big family.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, we have some similarities, Jessica. So you reached out to the right people. We're going to talk this out for you. All right, Chris, take a stab at this.
Okay, well, I'm assuming she's kind of young, that she's probably dating, and she probably doesn't have kids and ex-husbands, and I'm sure that's not in the picture. So let's take that off the table. So let's assume they're dating, because it doesn't say. Let's assume they're just dating in 7 months, and they probably live fairly close, if not together. And you said her parents live far away?
She said her parents...
No, it wasn't her parents.
She goes to her aunts and uncles, but
that's right.
Her boyfriend or significant other's family is nearby, but small.
Okay, I gotcha. So they're ones that are close by. Okay, well, here's the thing with that. I think that they can't decide where they want to go for Thanksgiving, huh? Well,
I know what would make Chris make a decision.
What's that?
Food.
Yeah, well, that's what Thanksgiving's all about. It's the food, you know what I'm saying? So
he's like, what's on the menu?
Well, yeah. Well, it sounds like the one that she usually goes to with her family is like a big event. You know, big events like that. Your whole family goes, and there's probably like maybe even 2 or 3 turkeys.
Yeah.
And then maybe like a big backyard patio thing and a big spread and a big like event. And if that's the thing she usually goes to, and if his family doesn't really do much, she should probably try to get him to go there. But I understand maybe if his family is kind of close, or he doesn't want to like leave them out, you know?
Right, especially if they're small and he doesn't go. It's like maybe the only reason they do celebrate is if he's there. So I don't know, Jessica, a couple of thoughts that I have is what about seeing if your boyfriend's family would want to combine holidays and come. If they're a smaller group, maybe they'll want to join you, and it's an opportunity for both sides of the family to meet, for you guys to really get to know each other well, to have them connect with your family, and then you can see, does everybody gel? Like, if this ends up being a long-term thing, a long-term relationship, your families are going to have to connect at some point. So maybe
Right. This
sooner
could
rather
be
than
this could be an
later.
opportunity for them to go meet them too. But I don't know how. I mean, his family is. His family could be like, whatever, we don't care. We're just gonna go to McDonald's or whatever. You know, what I mean, they could be family like they could care less about Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
But Thanksgiving doesn't mean the same for everybody. You know,
Right.
sounds like her family is like Thanksgiving is like, oh, it's like, you know, super. They're super into the holidays. You know,
Right.
his family could be like, yeah, whatever. And his family might have a lot of money, so they're kind of like doing their own thing. You know, you just don't know. But I think that, I think that her best thing is to try to get him to go to hers because it is the big deal for her. And if he doesn't want to abandon the family, I say backup plan. Try to see if they can bring them to. Depends how many people they have.
Right.
You know, if it's small, like say 4 people, and they do like a massive spread. I don't think 4 extra people. It's gonna break the bank or whatever.
Right, especially I'm sure that the other family would be like, "Oh, well, let us bring a side dish and let us,
Right.
help
They
out."
can kind of like help out. They can kind of feel included.
Right.
And then, it is an hour away. Is it about an hour away, you said?
That's
Yeah.
nothing.
Well, Anaheim and LA, it could be, 10 miles for all we know.
Right.
Traffic,
Right. So I'll just say from my personal experience, I made the decision this year to stay here in San Diego for Thanksgiving. I did it last year too. And I have a really big family, but they do live like 5 hours away. And it's really hard for me to be away from Chris on the holidays, especially on years when I don't have my son with me for the holidays. It's like I feel really lonely, even in a big group like my big family. So all I'm saying is,
That's true. So you're saying that if she actually went by herself and like didn't take him and went there and they did their separate things, that'd be kind of awkward.
it's hard.
It is. But I understand it. I've dated plenty of girls around this time of year where it's been that awkward, like, do you come with me? Do you go with you? Or just a lot of times just do your own separate things and meet up back after the thing,
Yeah, you can do that, but at some point you've got to make a decision where you're going to go. This year, again, I decided to stay here with Chris and his family, so we do a little informal something on Thanksgiving Day. Right before Chris goes to work, we go out to a restaurant. And then the Saturday after, we do a family dinner with the larger group.
We try to coordinate for days because I have to work and I think my sister has to work too. So
Right.
it's kind of like, it's the thing for like not just Thanksgiving, but almost every major holiday.
Right.
We try to coordinate it on our first available day off, which is kind of like, I bet a lot of people do that who have schedules like mine,
Right. This year, it happens to be Chris's mom's birthday on the Saturday after Thanksgiving. So we're going to celebrate both together. We're excited.
Fancy. That's
So we're going to
fantastic.
host. So there's an idea too, Jessica, is if you're feeling pulled in different directions and if you have the space, maybe offer to host it at your place. Then you get to start building your own traditions, bringing both families together. That's a great solution.
Wow.
You're welcome. You're all welcome.
Oh, thank you, and your thank you. But I'm thinking that personally, I think I would just go to Jessica's in-laws' place. Sounds like it's a fantastic feast. I would try to do that.
No,
but that's
she
just
said
me.
it's her family, her
I'm
aunts and uncles.
Okay, well, that's what I meant.
So many details.
I
Jessica.
know. I keep getting all
Complicated.
mixed up. I know.
But we get why you reached out for help. So we walked through it. You get to make your own decision. Chris says, see who has the best food.
Yes, who has,
And
who
I
has the best
say,
food?
host it yourself.
Yeah, but that's a lot of work. You know what I'm saying?
But she'll win lots of brownie points with her boyfriend.
You know what she can do
What?
is she can go take her boyfriend to meet her in-laws at the aunt and uncle's place, see how they do stuff, and realize, hey, hon, you know what? We can do that. You know what? Aunt so-and-so sharing with a lot of her cooking recipes, and I've helped out in the kitchen growing up around here, whatever it could be. And if you like this type of stuff, if you like this food, or you like how she cooks the turkey, well, guess what? Why don't we try to do this at our place?
Oh, that's a good idea. Can I tell you a secret, Chris?
Yeah.
Last year, when I offered to host Thanksgiving here at your house the Saturday after, do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
I'd never cooked a turkey before.
What? What are you telling me?
And it was perfect. So, Jessica, I'd never hosted Thanksgiving before last year at Chris's house, and I did it. You can do it too. Maybe not this year, but keep it in mind that in the future, you could do it yourself.
You can do it.
You could do it. Everybody brings a side dish, and you do the turkey, or they bring everything, and you just provide the venue. There you go.
Right.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Good job. I love it.
Well, Jessica, thank you so much for writing it in. Chris, you did a great job reading that email, and you never know when we're going to read your email online, so send them in.
Perfect. And oh, by the way, I should probably tell you guys where you can send our emails too.
Yes, we want people to send their emails to chrisandchristinepodcast@gmail.com.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for saying that, because I almost forgot what it was, but it's Chris and Christine Podcast @gmail.com, spelled with K's, exactly like you see it on the podcast machine you're listening to this thing to right now.
And we're going to come right back after this with our second seasonal hot topic.
Hey, thank you so much for being a loyal listener of the Chris and Christine Show. And as that you are a loyal listener, we have a very fun opportunity for you to get involved with the show.
Ooh, tell me more.
If you like to get exclusive content you can't get anywhere else, and to receive free merchandise shipped to you every single month,
Ooh, I want that.
then head over to patreon.com/The Chris and Christine Show. That is patreon.com/The Chris and Christine Show.
Resources to find a research-based list to bring to our listeners.
Now, wait, before we get started here, we're
Yep.
talking about Thanksgiving dinner, right?
Yeah, Thanksgiving dinner.
So the dishes that are served with the Thanksgiving dinner. or
well,
is
we're
this
going to
like,
get into that.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
take it away, baby, because I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. So we're going to go from 10 to 1, 10 being the lowest voted for,
Okay.
1 being the highest.
Can I pick a few before we get started? Just
Okay,
guess?
take a guess.
Turkey.
Where do you think that's at on the list?
It's got to be number 1, right?
Actually, you're wrong.
Oh, no. Well, I'd give up.
Turkey was number 10.
Okay, well, don't tease us, Give us a little taste,
Well, turkey was number 10, so we're starting with number 10 on the
Oh,
list.
well, I guess that fits perfectly in place. Now, why is it number 10?
Well, because the reviewers, they said that turkey isn't selected for its flavor, but it's selected because it's a large bird that will feed the most people. If we were going for something with more flavor, we would go with a smaller type of
Like
bird.
a chicken?
Maybe chicken, maybe
Hey,
like
do
Cornish
people-
game hens or something like that.
Do people serve chicken on Thanksgiving?
Well, I've heard of like turducken. It's where people like
Turducken?
they stuff turkey with a chicken and a duck.
Get out of here. They do not.
Do it's like you
they
slice
stuff-
through it, and it's like a layer of turkey,
Get
duck,
outta
and
here.
chicken. It's like one inside of the other.
They actually shove a chicken into a turkey?
You need to look it up. Turducken.
Turducken?
Yeah.
And then a ham around it or something? It's like a freak of nature.
It really is. So it's number 10 on the list.
And then they got like fish like wrapped around that too.
bacon. Wrap it with bacon.
The whole thing wrapped in
Everything's
bacon.
better with bacon.
They should do turkey wrapped bacon.
Bacon
do-
wrapped turkey.
I bet you know what I'm saying. Whatever.
So turkey was number 10 on the list. All right, we're going to go to number 9 was cornbread.
Cornbread. That's yeah. Is it the I love the cornbread that has like the chunks of corn or whatever.
Yeah,
in it,
that's
you know what I mean?
really yummy. Mm-hmm.
It's like really hot and warm and pulls apart and you get the steam coming out of it.
Especially with like yummy butter. So
that
good.
too. Like some restaurants and some some people can make it where it's really tastes. I mean, it looks like it's fresh corn meal or whatever, and they make
Right.
it fresh. Do you think they did that in the Pilgrims? Because they had corn, right?
Well, probably there was a lot of corn and cornmeal and corn husks and all of that stuff. But I mean, at least some kind of corn-based bread,
Okay.
most likely. So cornbread, traditional. Number 8 is green bean casserole.
Green bean casserole.
I love green bean casserole.
Do you put bacon in that?
Yes, bacon, and then it's topped with the little crispy onions. Oh, it's so good.
Oh yeah. Now there's a sauce. What kind of sauce is that? That's in
Cream of
there?
mushroom soup.
Not a big fan of that, but
Yeah, I know Chris hates mushrooms. FYI. So I think I'm going to need to find something different to make it with for you.
okay.
All right, number 7. I never knew that this was a Thanksgiving dish, but I've been enlightened. Number 7 is macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, it is. I think it is. If you ever go to like Boston Market, I think they're like known for their mac and cheese, and they are like a Thanksgiving meal, like quick fix place, right?
Yeah, I was there just the other day, and they had like their list of what it was going to take to feed like 10 people, and you could
A
buy
list?
it. Like, you could buy their box meals.
Oh,
for
for Thanksgiving. It's like a Thanksgiving quick fix.
Yeah.
Like you don't
it's
have
like
to cook.
Pre-cooked, you just
Right.
warm it up. Mhm.
Oh, okay. That sounds like fun. I could cook that.
Although I was wondering about that when I saw it. Does that technically qualify as leftovers? Would you eat that?
Wait, how would there be leftovers?
Well, it's pre-cooked and you just warm it up at home. So technically, they already made it. So you're reheating it. So technically, it's a leftover. FYI, everybody, Chris hates leftovers. So I'm just
Oh well,
asking him.
I don't hate leftovers. I just can't cook them right. I think that's my problem. I never seem to cook them just right. So I don't know. But and also for me for leftovers, side note, is that I think there's a threshold on time for leftovers. For me, it's like next day and that's it. If it's past the next day's window, I'm chucking it.
What about Thanksgiving leftovers? Don't you eat Thanksgiving
I try.
leftovers?
I do. I try. People rave about the Thanksgiving leftovers. Think it's even better than the Thanksgiving meal.
So good.
Yeah, it's okay, but there is a list about the time on
Turkey.
all of those dishes
Mm-hmm.
that are leftovers and how long you can keep them, how long they're good for.
Right.
And everybody breaks those times every single time.
Yeah.
But, then you get
Maybe-
salmonella and everybody gets sick and everything.
Okay. Enough of the Debbie Downer. Let's go.
Debbie Downer.
Number 6, mashed
Yeah?
potatoes.
Ooh, with gravy, of course, right?
I don't know. Gravy is actually somewhere different on the list. I think it's
How could
mashed
gravy
potatoes
be a
by
meal?
themselves.
How could gravy be a meal by
No, it's
itself?
a dish.
I know it's on your dish, but it's not like its own thing.
So I'm going to tell you a secret, Chris. A secret about Christine. I hate gravy.
What?
I hate gravy. I hate it on my mashed
What?
potatoes.
What?
Yep, I hate it. Can't
No
stand
way.
it. But
It makes you put it on the turkey and like it doesn't get all dried out. You just kind of spread it on the turkey. Oh, it's the best.
I actually make pretty amazing gravy. I just don't like to eat it. So I'll taste
Wait,
it
let me
as
get
I'm
this
cooking
straight.
it.
You actually make gravy, but you hate gravy.
Yep, I
That's
make really
weird.
good gravy.
That's
get the
that's
turkey
how would you even
drippings.
know what they even if you don't eat it, how would you know what it tastes like?
Well, I'll like taste a tiny bit as I'm making it. I can't stand it on my food.
That's like going to a barbecue place that's ran by a vegan.
I can't even with you.
Oh well.
That's Chris analogy number 1 for the night, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanksgiving dish number 5. Top
Okay.
10. Number 5.
Yeah.
Ham.
Ham. Okay. All
Ham
right.
outranked turkey.
You did, huh?
Yep, I did.
What's up with that?
It's because ham is more flavorful.
It's easier to cook.
Not
Quicker to cook, right?
necessarily.
It cooks quicker, right? Throw it in the oven, 20 minutes later, you're done, right?
Yeah, I mean, it just depends. Like if you get a pre-cooked ham, but I love.
They don't
a
come
good-
pre-cooked. I thought they all
Well,
came pre-cooked.
I don't
Honey
know.
glazed or whatever it's called.
Oh, those are the best.
Well, that's all I
Spiral
know.
cut.
That's all I know is the best.
Oh, Mr. Honey Baked Ham.
Honey baked or nothing. Is it honey baked, good sir?
That was like a commercial right there. That was not an ad, but Honey Baked Ham Store, you could definitely throw us a
If it's
couple
hot
bones.
honey baked, it's not for me, and it ain't the best. Hey, Alfred, get the Rolls Royce running so we can get our honey baked ham.
All right, there you go, everybody. All right, number 4 on the list is sweet potatoes with marshmallows.
Oh my! I love those so much. I love them with the brown sugar that's like
Yeah.
crust caramelized on top. That is I would go for seconds and thirds of that when I Thanksgiving dinner.
Now, do you like those to be fresh sweet potatoes or the ones from the can?
Wait, they come in cans?
Yeah, they do.
I don't know.
Most people make
Babe, I
their,
don't cook this stuff. I just eat it. I don't know how this stuff's made. You know what I'm
most
saying?
people make their sweet potatoes from, well, not most people. I think it's like a 50-50 split. Half of the people will like get the cans of sweet potatoes, drain them, use that, and then just sprinkle marshmallows on top. Other people will like pre-bake the sweet potatoes, scoop them out, slice them, put the brown sugar, put the marshmallows. Some people put pecans. I don't
I
like
love that.
pecans because I'm
yes.
allergic.
Oh, yeah, yes. I'll take pecans. I'll take the marshmallows. I'll take the brown sugar. I'll take the sweet potato can, non-can. Don't matter to me. I'll take it all.
Maybe I'll make you some sweet potato casserole in the next couple days.
Perfect.
All right, number 3 on
Number
the list.
3. We're getting close to number 1. Number
Gravy.
3. Gravy is not a dish.
According
It's like a condiment. You know what I'm saying? What's on there? Ketchup next?
According to the top 10 Thanksgiving dishes, gravy is on the list because it can make or break a Thanksgiving dinner. Have you ever had lumpy gravy?
Coming from someone who doesn't eat gravy, I can speak on this. Not you. Gravy is fine, you know. I mean, it is what it is. Take it or leave it, you know.
Well, according to the list, it's number 3. All right, number 2 on the list,
It's what? Salt and pepper?
stuffing.
Stuffing. Now, I have a question about stuffing. Is stuffing really stuff inside the turkey? I don't know.
Well,
It used to be, right?
You can do either or. Well, there's stuffing, and then there's like stuffing that's from in the bird, and then there's dressing. All 3 of those are different.
Like salad dressing?
No, dressing is typically made with cornbread. Like you bake cornbread and then you cube it up and then you put the celery, the onions, the broth, all of that. Stuffing is different. It's typically made from breadcrumb. Like
Right, but then you shove it inside the bird while you cook it or something, right?
you can. I don't because I don't want to risk salmonella.
Right, but I think they did that back in the Pilgrim days, right? Is that where the term came from? Stuffing, like stuffing the bird? Stuffing?
I don't know.
That's where I thought it came from. And honestly, God, I thought it was stuff from inside the turkey. Oh, this stuff is not a turkey. It's like turkey guts or something, but it doesn't taste like turkey.
That's the 3rd time that you've referenced the Pilgrims. I'm going to call you Mr. Pilgrim from now on.
Okay. What do the Pilgrims say? What's like their chant, like back in the day? Dun 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 dun, I'm a pilgrim? I don't know. Like, hey, George Washington.
I just
Farmer
can't
George,
with you
how
tonight.
you doing
You're too
today?
much.
Oh, I know. Thank
Farmer
you. This is
Pilgrim. All right.
Farmer Pilgrim.
All right, the number 1 Thanksgiving dish.
Ooh, let me guess. Is it cranberry sauce?
No, it's not.
Get out of here. This
It
list
didn't
is
make the
horse-
list.
Ugh.
Number 1, homemade pumpkin pie.
How do you make homemade pumpkin pie?
You bake it at home.
Really?
You can
Pie?
get the stuff from the can. I mean, I've never made a pumpkin pie from the pumpkin. I use the
you know
canned
what's
stuff.
funny? My dad did that one year. It's so funny. A couple of years ago, my dad looked up online on the computer, like some kind of like ancient pilgrim recipe from how to use pumpkin, like cook a pumpkin dish or something like that, right? It was like he took the pumpkin pulp or whatever. He like somehow cooked it in the crock pot or the pot or pan, cooked it and didn't add no season. I don't think he added any flavor to it at all. No sugar, no nothing. And we ate it. Everybody was like, yeah, it's okay. Blech. I mean, it tasted so bad. but it was because he probably, I don't know, my mom was like laughing because they thought he found this great like ancient recipe. Like he thought he was all proud of himself.
Aww.
But it was like pumpkin. Oh, I get this cool ancient pumpkin thing. The Pilgrims actually ate this like for real, and they cooked it exactly the same way. Well, aside from like the metal pots and the stove, but it didn't taste very good. It's like, imagine taking pumpkin pulp and just like cooking on the stove, maybe adding some water, and I don't know what he added to it, which is like, ugh.
Well, great job, Papa Fred, because that's more than most people do. I go to Walmart or Target or the grocery store. I get the canned pumpkin, and sometimes I'll even do the easy pumpkin that has all the spices in it, and I just add the sugar and all that, the eggs, whatever.
I got one better for you.
What?
Costco. They've got pies, pumpkin pies ready to go, and they're not very much, like $6-7.
Oh, they are so good.
And they're big too.
They had them at work this week. We had our Thanksgiving feast on Thursday of this week, and I was like a little greeter there. But they had at my work, because we have so many people that work for our organization, they made 23 turkeys.
What?
23.
Did Boston Market cover them, or do you guys cook them in the?
We have a kitchen on site. We have a cafeteria.
Oh, yeah?
And so the staff there prepped everything.
Oven or like a quickie oven?
Oh, yeah. No. Like they cook for us, legit cook. But 23 is what I heard. 23 turkeys.
You know, I heard. I never tried this. Speaking of cooking turkey, is that I've always wanted to try fried turkey, like frying a turkey. Remember that was like
the
a
deep
big
fried ones?
Yeah, remember a few years ago, it was all the rage, and then everybody kept blowing their houses
Yeah.
up because they put the frozen turkey in the fryer and kaboom. But that. Yeah, no one really does that anymore, really. I don't know. I heard the bag turkey is the way to go. If you put the
Yep.
turkey in like this bag or whatever, and
That's
close.
what we did last year.
We did?
Yeah.
Listen, I was part of the eating process, not the cooking process.
So you get the turkey roaster bags, and we got a big turkey roaster from Walmart. It was like less than $30, and it's big enough to hold your bird. Then we got
it was
the
the
turkey
machine, right?
Well, that's the roaster, but
Oh.
then we got the plastic
yeah.
bag. You put a couple of tablespoons of flour in there to coat it. And then after you wash up your turkey, you rub it down with butter and some seasonings. You stick it inside the plastic bag. You tie it off with the little brown tie that they give you, and you stick it in the roaster, and you just leave it. And it cuts your cooking time in half, people.
What? Like, how
Yes.
long does it normally cook to take a turkey to cook in the
I
oven?
think it's like 6 to 8 hours.
6 to 8 hours?
And then it's in your oven. But we got that countertop roaster, and it kept everything so much cooler. It was so great. So
what time-wise? How long did it take?
it took us 4 hours.
4 hours, so about half the time,
Three and
I
a
guess.
half, 4 hours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And it wasn't dry or nothing
No,
either.
it was super moist. It was so good.
Fantastic.
So there's your tips, everybody. Go to Walmart, get your roaster.
And they had them right out front. I remember when we were there,
Yeah.
they had a big wall of them right in front because they'd start doing that holiday season. Speaking of that, we were at Walmart today, and they got all the Christmas stuff out. Santa Claus was there at Walmart, and they had all the Christmas stuff, all the Christmas gift ideas and gift stuff, and Christmas music playing. And by the way, FYI, people, it's not even Thanksgiving yet.
But Thanksgiving's a week late this year, so I
don't
think it's
care.
okay.
It's not my fault. I didn't
That's
make
a
the
week
calendar
less-
this year.
That's a week less of decorating, a week less of shopping time. I think Black Friday was yesterday.
Oh no,
It should have been.
No,
Yep.
nope,
Yep.
nope. I don't.
a full month.
I don't even think about Christmas until December 1st.
That's not true.
What are you talking about?
We put the tree up the day after Thanksgiving.
Well, was that December 1st?
No.
Oh, I don't know.
Well,
I don't.
it will
okay,
be this year.
I'll
It's
do
normally,
that. Yes.
Like November 26th.
Yes, I will put up the Christmas tree after Thanksgiving, or maybe on Thanksgiving, or maybe Thanksgiving weekend. Maybe I'll do that. Right?
We will do that.
Yes. Christine will take care of it, and I will supervise.
I think we'll have to do it like on Thanksgiving Day, maybe, or maybe the morning after.
Why don't we do it
so
on the
that-
Saturday after?
Because that's your
Thanksgiving?
mom's birthday.
Yeah, okay.
Or her birthday party. Her birthday.
Or how about that weekend, like Sunday or something?
We'll figure it out.
You know,
As you could tell, people, we're having a hard time figuring out when to start celebrating Christmas because Thanksgiving's a little bit late, and I think it's a little bit different because I don't have Zeke this year on Thanksgiving, and Chris's boys are going to be with their mom. And so, we're kind of trying to get ourselves in the holiday spirit a little bit early. So anyways, that's enough of our top 10 list and our holiday decorating schedule.
Yes, the holidays are coming up. Fantastic. So, Christine, you got anything else?
Well, I do have a would you rather this week, Chris.
Ooh, would
Yeah.
you rather? What you got today for me, baby?
So in the spirit of Thanksgiving, I have a fun little family-oriented would you rather for you this week.
Ooh, what you got?
Okay, so everybody knows that at Thanksgiving and Christmas, there's interesting family dynamics. So Chris,
What do you mean by interesting dynamics?
well, all the interesting family characters tend to come out of the woodworks.
Like Uncle Bob, that's kind of a little off, like he
Yes.
smells funny and lives in a trailer, but we invite him anyways because he's family.
Right. So in the spirit of that, Chris, would you rather have an aunt that is meddling and always in your business at Thanksgiving, or the uncle who's always burping and making bodily function noises and slightly off?
Oh gosh, that is so disgusting. I would take the aunt that's always asking things, 'cause I will feed her a bunch of BS. She's gonna believe it. Yeah, hey Aunt Susie, I'm working on my way up to go to the moon this year. My boss says that our space shuttle should launch next year, and while we're over there, I'm be the first human to plant flowers on the moon. What do you think about that, Aunt Susie?
Oh yeah. Oh, you betcha. Yeah, that's very interesting. I thought I heard about that. I'm gonna tell your Aunt May now.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, by the way, Aunt May's coming. Did you know that?
Oh wow. No, she didn't tell me that. Oh.
Yeah, well, they said I can bring a person too. I was like, bring a friend to work or whatever, and ask if she wanted to come.
Well, that's fun.
My youngest son, by the way, he just graduated from Harvard, and he's going to be a doctor.
Oh, yeah. I thought I heard that too. I saw it on the news, right? He's like 7 years old and going to be a brain surgeon. They have to get him a
Right.
step stool. Isn't that right?
Well, he's really good at playing the game Operation. That's all he had to do was play the game. And then they said, "You're good." And he's like, "I got this." And then, there he goes. So, and she'd be like, "Wow, that's so interesting. That's so great. So when are you going to make an honest woman of Christine?" I said, "Well, hey, look at her hand. Not the hand, the other hand." Oh,
If
fancy.
you like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
There you go. So I think I can deal with that. I can deal with the people. It's the smelling, like rude, obnoxious, like just gross eating habits, like eating your mouth open, just like gravy spilling out of your mouth,
Okay,
all
that's
over your
enough.
bird,
That's enough. That's
your beard, and just like
That's enough.
yeah, that kind of stuff. I can't really do. Or the people that go to Thanksgiving get-togethers that look like they literally just fell out of bed.
Aw. Well, you never know. Just remember, people, when you're going to Thanksgiving, when you're getting back together with your family, especially if it's family members that you haven't been around all year long, just keep in mind that people might be going through things. Definitely exercise compassion.
Well,
and
yeah, I'm not
love.
saying being a mean or anything like that.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
just
just
saying
saying-
that, like, if you're going to go, these people that you're going to go visit, your family members, they put a big special event together. It took them 8 hours to cook a turkey, for example, and all this stuff and everything. And you do show up, but don't just show up and just kind of just like with a empty plate and say, just feed me and get out of there,
Well,
like go
yeah.
there for hanging out and show respect. It's like going to any event. I look at it as going to a family event, like any other event, whether it be, a wedding you're going to, or a formal dinner you're going to, or a company picnic party you're
Right.
going to for company or something like that. I kind of look at it as more like it's a formal event for your family.
Right. So, but still keep in mind that people are coming from lots of different walks of life. They might have had a rough year. Just remember, no matter what, whether it's your Aunt May or your Uncle Bob or any other family members, that we are one family and we are accepting of one another. And Thanksgiving is a time to be thankful for the fact that you are surrounded with so many people that love and care about you. And so from us at the Chris and Christine Show, we just want to say we are thankful for you, our new podcast family.
Oh, that is so sweet.
It is our first Thanksgiving, celebrating it with our podcast family.
It is. Well, thank you guys so much. Thanksgiving, and gosh, wow, I'm like speechless now.
I know. And we are getting ready to hit a really big milestone with our podcast. So please keep listening and sharing. Once we hit that milestone, we're going to celebrate it on the air with you. We're not going to say what it is yet, but
I don't even know what it is, but
there. You do. We're almost there, everybody. We might get there next week, maybe the week after. But thank you so much for these first amazing 14 weeks of the Chris and Christine Show. Without you, we wouldn't have found any success at all.
Oh, I know. And we're still chugging away. We're doing this for you guys. You know, we do this for you. And thank you guys so much.
And just before we head off the air for today, don't forget you can be a part of the Chris and Christine Show by getting involved on Patreon. We definitely are still looking for people to connect with us and to invest in us. Remember, 100% of your donations to the Chris and Christine Show go into helping us to further our reach and improve our equipment.
Yes, thank you guys so much. It's the Chris and Christine Show on Patreon. And all this information is listed in every podcast episode in the description details on every device. So you can find it right there. As you're looking at it right now, click details and everything you need is right there in front of you.
Thank you so much for listening and have a happy, happy, happy Thanksgiving with your family.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody, and we'll see you next week.
Remember this week that life is too short to wake up in the morning with regret.
So love the people who treat you right, forget about the ones who don't, and believe that everything happens for a reason.
If you get a chance, take it. If it changes your life, let it. Nobody said that it would be easy.
They just promised it would be worth it. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Chris.
And I'm Christine, and until next week,
Keep moving forward.